Hi, it's Chris McGrath with Thrifty and Green. We're here with Representative Dennis Kucinich. Sir, we're talking sustainability today. From your point of view, what is the responsibility or role of government in affecting change?
Government, as Lincoln said, should do for people collectively what they can't do for themselves individually, which means regulation, which means intelligent and moral management of resources. But government doesn't have all the solutions. This is where individuals come in. And if we're talking about being green, we have to look at our diets. Because the choices of diet that any one of us makes has an extraordinary impact on the environment. We could feed more people. We could have a more productive use of our grain. We could protect our water resources if more and more people transition, for example, to a plant-based diet. So there are things that we can do as individuals. And we have to be careful not to get pulled in to the type of thinking that government has a solution to all this, because it doesn't.
Sure.
We make some choices.
Definitely. And furthermore on that, with your experience, what level of government do you feel can affect change most?
Well, we have to break up the monopolies in oil, in electricity. We have to stop the privatization of natural resources, the privatization of water. Water is a public trust.
Certainly. It
should never belong to any particular corporation. We need to protect public lands from exploitation by corporations. We have to make a transition away from an extractive economy to one that's sustainable, and that means that we have to help incentivize the production of green energy. And there again, as individuals, we have an obligation to make better choices of our energy, and we have an obligation to participate in conservation.
Is there a part of the green movement that speaks to you most?
Yeah, there's a spiritual part of it that is the movement of Thomas Berry, the movement that includes the philosophy of Morris Berman, that talks about reconnecting with nature. And I'll be speaking about this tomorrow.
Great. Look forward to it.
Thomas Berry said the greatest work of our life is to reconnect with the natural world. And there is something about our sense of what it means to be human. How over centuries it's been degraded.
Sure.
By our entrainment with the mechanical rhythms of machines.
Technology, yes.
And so we need to, Marshall McLuhan famously wrote that the saddle of technology was on man. And we need to make the transition so that we can put technology in service of peace, technology in service of sustainability, technology in service of meeting the challenges of hunger. I'm not speaking of GMOs here, because I think that we have to, there again, that represented a split from the natural world.
Sure, exactly.
So in other words, we can use technology in a way that can be productive, but we have to have a fundamental understanding of and respect for the natural world, so we don't think that technology can successfully intervene in the natural world to remake nature.
That's right.
It can provide some gentle support, but don't mess around with nature.
Sure. Very well said, sir. Thank you very much. It's Chris McGrath, Thrifty and Green.